You can try your best to live in your own little world, just sort of residing in your head, but something's bound to get in at some point, and if you are in too deep, that slight invasion, it's going to take down everything. It's going to allow the walls to crumble. It's just when you build your entire fabric on the unrealities, or at least your own preferable take of certain aspects of reality, any home truth is going to surrender that entirely. And I'm not disavouching a living with a disconnect or being dissociative or anything. It's I don't want to say healthy, but it technically is healthy to be somewhat disconnected, to have that potential for a reside, to go off sometimes and exist only in your head. It allows you to contemplate further. It allows you to, benefit your application in reality and feel more grounded, and to manage your interior better than if you are exposed constantly to full frontal external reality, everything extendable. But there has to be a line between having it as a sort of coping mechanism, as a reset, as a rest point, then having it as your entire existence, having it as your world. Because when you jump over that line, the fabrics change, the consistencies change, and truths in one are not compatible for truths in the other. And if you get too deep, which is incredibly possible and much easier than it feels like it would be, it can be an irreversible damage when it all comes crumbling down, when your reality is realized to just be your disillusions. You crumble with your surroundings, so you must allow yourself, and I know saying it like this makes it seem like it's 100% a choice, when not really. You're backed into a corner, and this is the option you take most of the time when you end up in a situation like this. But it's not a yes or no, it's not a don't do this. It's hard not to do straight up, but you have to fight against the temptation, because as soon as you allow it to wash over you as the whole wave, as the majority of your existence being that cognitive consciousness rather than an empirical existence within a reality and a social environment, when you become just yourself, you almost go scoliope. Can't even pronounce that word. But it damages, and once you've gone there, it's incredibly hard to go back. It may be near impossible to go back to the exact state you were prior, and it's just not worth it, because it may seem like a comfort, a healing process to go through and hide from the realities, but it's only a temporary comfort. It's only, no issues are being solved. You are just tucking yourself away. People say brushing the issues under the carpet. It's not that. You're putting yourself under the carpet, for lack of a better term. It's nothing great can come of it. Maybe possible progress can stem from it, but nothing, world and life-changing can come from dependency on it. The only things that will stem from that is your issues getting bigger, your problems getting harder, and you suffering more. It's, as I've said, very hard to stop doing if it's started, and really hard to resist the temptation to if you're on the verge, but I implore that you must. There's no good better way to say it. You just have to, because it's not the route to go down when you get trapped in your own creation as an escapism from the world. It may seem the only concrete, the only substantial thing, but it will never be exactly real, which I know there are some conflicting viewpoints on that, but with what we know now and what everyone else knows and everyone else will view, it just won't be as real, and it won't be what it should. So I just don't recommend it.